Daniel, how are we, buddy? How's things? Bear, Gareth, how are we, buddy? Are we all well? Frinton, how's things, buddy? Vicky, how's things? Richard? Reese, how are we? South Coast Angler 123, how's things, buddy? Daniel, no need to apologize. Mr. Biff, how are we? Not too bad. We're enjoying this surprisingly nice weather today. RP, how's things, buddy? No worries, Reese. That's not a problem. If you miss them, you miss them. If you're in them, it's great. The man of the moment himself, Mr. Jamie Parr. I'd like to personally thank you, buddy, for that donation to Ronald McDonald House of Charities. It goes a long way, mate. It's something that's close to my heart and my family's heart. So thank you very much for that. That was a very kind donation you made to them. CI Fishing Guernsey, how are we? As said, guys, I know we've only got 22 in the chat at the moment, and most of you probably are subscribed to Fortnight Fishing. But if you're not, can you please go over and check him out? And if you like what he's doing with his son, think of subscribing to the channel. From what I understand, all profits from his merchandise are being donated to charity, and today he's donated to a few different charities that he's asked people to recommend, and he's donated some of the profits to those charities. So if you are in a position to be able to purchase merchandise from him, please go over and do so. It was a very, very nice thing for you to do there. JC, how are we? As said, Ronald McDonald Charity is a very good charity for helping parents with sick children who are in hospital to be close to the children 24 hours a day. So that was my choice, and I appreciate that, and thank you very much. How's everyone's weekend been so far? Are you been out on the boat today at all, Jamie? Yes, no worries, Reese. Thank you very much. How's things, Gareth? This weather was a bit of a shocker today. Well, it was supposed to rain and blow its rear end off today, weren't it, Jamie? Far from it. Delbo, how are we? I know, bad weather, and look at it now, Gar. Tomorrow it is supposed to rain, but it was supposed to do that today, so I'll look out the window and see what it is tomorrow. Very true, Mr. Biff. Very true. Are you still in the doghouse? Get well soon, Val. Hi, Vicky. Dave, how are we, buddy? You out for a quick session tonight, Dave? Make the most of this weather while you can. Not too bad, Dave. You still got a cold, Dave. Sorry, man flu. Bobby, not a problem, buddy. My monthly supply from Alan. So we got cherry cola bottles from Haribo. We got Haribo peaches, and we got the fizzy cola cherry bottles. Just a small bag. Skyquake Warrior, good evening. How are we? Get a lem zip down you, Dave. You'll be fit as a fiddle to go fishing. Not too bad, Skyquake. Not too bad. We had a session last night which was poor, very poor, but Oh, it's Scotland, isn't he, Dave? Adrian, boat fishing South Wales. Thank you very much. How are you doing, Adrian? Welcome to the chat, buddy. I've sent that out to loads of people today. Banana. Yeah, Mark Williams had one of them, and was it Geraint Jenkins or something like that? One of the boys from down south had one this week. It's a song RP that my little one watches. Yeah, you get some nice spurs up there. It's off Bing. Hey, Frogster, how are we? Yeah, we were supposed to have that bad weather today, Frogster, but it's been absolutely lovely. There's been a slight breeze, but the sun's been out and it's been dry, which was a shock. That's why I popped out last night when we had that little bit of break in the weather. Dazzy, how are the twins, buddy? Friday, the weather's... can't remember, I think it's looking all right Friday. I said I have been asked a couple of times to go out fishing tonight, but we got plans for the morning, so, and the tide is a late one. It's a good spice, that one, Dazzy. I've still got it here. As said, guys, there's 27 of you in here. If you haven't gone and checked out Fortnight Fishing, could you please do so? It's a great father and son channel, and they've just made a donation to a charity of my choice, which was the Ronald McDonald Foundation, which helps parents with accommodation when their children are poor in hospital, so they can be close to their children. So thank you very much for that again, Jamie. Fortnight's Fishing, that's fantastic. Mr. Gubber, how are we? How's things, buddy? Yeah, the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. They made a donation of £50, which is a very big donation to the charity. So I appreciate that. Get the mild chili powder, Dazzy. It's not too bad with that. Yeah, Skycoke Warrior said my nephew's daughter, when she was in hospital, they put them up in one of their hotels, which was by the hospital. So it said it's a personal choice. So you have got a chance of a hound from there, Blakey. Yeah, it's only a tablespoon, but it's dessert spoon, sorry, if you're doing a full mix. Happy birthday for yesterday, Harry. Hope you had a good day. So yes, guys, I said any profits that Jamie Fortnight Fishing makes on his merchandise, he's been donating to charity. So as I said, it's a good cause, and if you could go over and support him in any way, I'd be very much appreciated. They didn't have to do that, but there we are. That's £200 in donations to 4 different charities today he's done, which, thank you very much, Jamie. Appreciated, buddy. Two charities that are close to me. I believe you've done one to Green Acres, and the other one was said was my charity, which was the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. As I said, I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you very much, and I appreciate it. I know the charity will appreciate it, and the many families that will go to help will appreciate that donation as well. How's things been, Peter? You still busy? Yeah, that's 3 that I know of. What was the other one? No worries, Dave. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. So there's Parkinson's, Green Acres, Ronald McDonald. I don't think I caught the 4th one. Jamie, if you could drop what the 4th one is, buddy. Nice one, Peter G. Yeah, well, it was supposed to have been rough today, but as you can see through the crack in the window, the sun is out and it's blaring. It's a little bit of wind, but nothing major. But it's been dry and sunny all day. But it's supposed to go bad again tomorrow. That's fantastic. Jamie, as I said, from all of us and all the charities, thank you very much. I got you, Gareth. As I said, that's fantastic. 4 good, worthy charities there. So thank you very much, Jamie. Yeah, the weather's supposed to be changing tomorrow for us, Peter. Well, from 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, it's going to 42-mile-an-hour winds. South-southwest winds, 42 mile an hour, 60% chance of rain. 42 to 43, and then it's dropping off around 3 o'clock down to 24 mile an hour winds, and then they're dropping off through the night then. I said we got Chrissy G and Paul Walkley are down at Penna Point fishing right now, and I think Chelsea was on about going down to Saundersfoot tonight. Tim, how are we? Hope you're well. I've got to stop eating these. So when are you hoping to get out next, Jamie? Happy days, Peter. How did it feel? How are you getting on with the Mag 4? How's things, Tim? Oh, that's good, Peter. I said, Jamie, we'll have to sort a day out, and we'll catch up. If it's on the boat or land fishing. We'll sort something out. I've had the 525 a lot longer, so the Mag 2. So until I've had the Mag 4 a little bit longer and put it to its tests, I'm with the Mag 2 at the moment. But don't get me wrong, the Mag 4 is a lovely reel. It's just I'm more used to it. So once I've done a deep clean on the Mag 4 and got it running how I think it should be, I may change my mind. But that's just because I've had the Mag 2 for a long time. The Mac, how are we? Why are you looking at getting one of you, Dan? I said, don't get me wrong, I love the Mag 4. It's just I've had the Mag 2 longer. I know what its capabilities are. The Mag 4 I've not put to the full test yet. How are we, the Mac? Hope everything's well. Craig, just be yourself, buddy. That's all you have to be. Be yourself. Don't try being something that you think people want you to be. Just go out there, be yourself, and enjoy yourself. That's the only advice I can give you to it. Yeah, it is. It is. Peter, I think there's not a lot of difference in the yardage line that go on them. Off the top of my head, I can't remember without looking at the boxes. But I got to be said, Peter, I fill mine. I fill it literally to the line below. So where you've got your lines coming up your mag, I go the line below, and then I put my 1.5 times my rod of shock leader on. And that's the same with my Mag 2 and my Mag 4. You can't go wrong with a bit of gardening there, the Mac. It's good for the soul. I understand what you mean, Tim. It is. It's a bit strange, but you're not fishing on your own when you're live. You've got people that are with you. They understand you're fishing, so if you can't answer them, they understand. Well, the ones that are regulars to the channels. We nipped out last night, but it was poor, very poor. It is weird when you think you're sitting there, you're talking to a phone, and depending on how many's in your live, you are talking to all those people, but you're on your own. I said, Craig, just go out there, be yourself, and enjoy it. That's fishing for you, the Mac. You can only catch what's in front of you, and if there's nothing there, that's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. That's not bad going, Tim. Tony, how are we? We got them, Tony. And we got them. Just a few sweets tonight. People seem to think, oh, if I go fishing, I've got to catch a fish. That's not what it's about. Catching a fish is a bonus. The fishing aspect for me is if you're going with someone, enjoying the company of the person you're with, and relaxing and forgetting about your worries. That's what fishing is for me. If I catch a fish, it's a bonus. If I don't, it doesn't matter. Peter, I've got £18 on mine. Yeah, £18 line I have on mine, Peter. And I've got £18 on both now. I did have 25 on the Mag 4, but I changed it down. I decided I'm going to put the £25 on the Pen Surf Blaster to 8,000, and I'm going to keep £18 on the multipliers. So to speak, Tim. We'd all like to catch one while we're fishing, mind. What time's it there with you now, the Mac? And Vicky, are you still in the chat, hen? If you are, what's the weather like with you? The best mag they ever made. I've seen a few of them up for sale this week as well. The 525 Mag 2 USA is the best one out there. It is bomb proof. You can, as they say, use and abuse that reel and it'll still work. I haven't used, well, I have, but not of my personal use. It's a nice reel, the Pen Battles. I said, what's the time with you now, Valerie the Mac? What time is it? Yeah, that's what, right, yes. I've got £18 main line and £80 shock leader on mine, Peter. And the line I'm using at the moment is the Devil's Rovex £18, but I'm changing that over shortly to the AKA £18. I've heard some good stuff about that line, so I want to give it a try. No, Jamie, thank you, buddy. That donation was very kind and generous, so thank you. The 525 USA reels are made to last, and you can use and abuse them. You can chuck them in your box, forget about them for 5 years, and go out and it'll cast like a dream. Compared to these Taiwanese and Chinese made versions now. So you're just starting your afternoon off then, the Mac. I've got a fishing reel in the storage, and that's about 37, 38 years old, and it's fit as a fiddle. No, Craig, not really. I don't get down that way much. Tony, I use the Alberto knot. If you go on to my video, how to spool a multiplier and tie a shock leader knot, it's on there. Yes, Peter, it's practice, that is. That is all purely down to practice. Once it becomes second nature, I still look down now when I'm reeling in, not looking out, but it becomes second nature after a while. Yeah, so the Alberto knot is the knot I use for my shock leaders. So basically you make a loop in your main line, you make a loop, you come through that loop, you go around 8 times, pinch the top, come back down 8 times and through the loop and cinch. There is other knots out there that people like to use, but that's the one I favour. I tried the spider hitch knot. I've done uni to uni. There's a Yakazan or something like that knot. I've tried that one. And there's 1 or 2 others that I've tried. I did have an £80 braid on once on one of the reels, but I had some issues, so I took it off. I said I didn't have any problems with my bite detection with braid. It is, Craig. That's the stuff I used. I had £80 Chinese stuff and it done me good. Nice one, RP. Yeah, but £18 mainline on my multipliers with a £80 shock leader. Carl, it's pretty good. I've had stuff on my rods, on my reels for 3 or 4 years, and then once it starts fraying a bit, just swap the line around, because the underneath of your spool never gets used. So just swap it around and then use the bottom half of it. So some people say a year, but if you do that 1 year and then you swap it around, you're getting 2 years out of it, depending on how heavy you fish. You can't go wrong with that, Craig. So yeah, just don't think, oh, well, my braid's starting to fray, I've got to change the entire reel, because 90% of your bottom reel doesn't get used. So just swap them around. Put your top reel down to the bottom if you've got a spare spool, and away you go. Frinton, I put £20 braid on my spinning reel with a 2-foot fluorocarbon shock leader, and so far I've had no problems with that. I've used it quite a bit, not had any issues with wind knots. It's personal preference, buddy. Oh, Valerie the Mac, I'm far from that. I'm just a guy who enjoys his fishing and willing to share what I know. It can do, but it's down to personal preference yet again, Frinton. As said, personally, I've not had any problems with wind knots on braid, and I've used braid for several years, and I've never had a problem with it. I wouldn't personally put braid on a multiplier myself. Some people do. It's not my personal choice. I'd keep braid for a fixed spool or a set of boat rod, which you're not really casting far. It's a lob down the side. Said I'm still actually saying that I've got a reel in the car now with £80 braid on it. Red mullet, bass. I like pollock. Cod, turbot, Place, Dab, all good eating fish. Bream, Sean, 1960, how are we? Richie E, how's things, my brother? It is very underrated. Happy days. Paul's out fishing, guys, and he's just hitting to a smooth hound. It's fantastic news. Well done, Paul. Yeah, anytime, Richie, anytime. Happy days. First cast as well. Brilliant news. Chuff for him. Tempted to go fishing now. Behave, Scott. Yeah, he's down one of the marks with Chrissy G, another one of the subscribers. And at first cast, he's just hit a hound. So that's fantastic news. I could be tempted. Dano, how are we, buddy? How's things? How's Sharina and the boys? They all well? No, Carl. Not since I was a little boy. It doesn't appeal to me. Yeah, not too bad, Dano, thanks. That's a good question, Peter. You've got awesome conger fishing out there. Your bass fishing is second to none. Your red mullet fishing is amazing. Gilt head bream probably, because we don't get many over here. Not this way anyway. Not of size. A nice, good size, 8 to 10 pound gilt head bream. Or out on the boat with Dano for a turbot. Mr. Glover, how did we get on today? Did you beat the dreaded blank? I've never had one, Craig. Yeah, I think a session on the boat with Dano after the turbos would be one as well, because you get a good stamp of turbot out there. No worries, RP. Happy days, Paul. Happy days. Oh, we're guaranteed them, Jamie. We're guaranteed them. Yeah, the G string's doing well there, Peter. It's producing of recent. Mr. Leal, Gramps, how are we? Well, I had my first spider crab of the season a few nights ago. Nothing big, size of my hand, but it's nice to see them in. When uh, when are you and Dano out fishing next, Paul? Are the mackerel showing in any numbers yet, Dano? No. We've got them showing up here in patches, nothing big. And Chrissy G was out the other day and he picked out 10. I think biggest was £1 2 ounce. So that's a fair size mackerel. Devon, how are we? Congratulations on your 500 subs, buddy. Also, it's about 3 o'clock with Val at the moment. Are you thinking of putting one on there, Dano? Yeah, 650 subscribers, guys. Thank you very much for all of you that have subscribe to the channel and the kind comments. It's fantastic. Appreciate it. Ouch. Ouch. That made me winch then, Dano. Get it? Boom, boom. Made me winch. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, the blind angler's just gone live, guys. After the bull huss and the smooth hounds. Excuse me. But when you finally get one, Dan, it'll do your back a world of good, buddy. Is Luggy in the house? I've not seen him. Oh, it's still light with us, Valerie and the Mac. Very light. In crabs, Peter, in crabs. Crabs and lobster. Do you know, I'm tempted to go down and meet them. Very tempted. I'll be in the doghouse if I do, though. I promised I'd have an early night because we've got a busy day tomorrow. Now, Paul. Now. Cheers, Dano. I wear the trousers. She just tells me how high I can wear them. Rachel. Da 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 da. Banana. Da 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 da. Chelsea, Chrissy G, have you caught anything yet? I know Paul's had a hound. I'm tempted, buddy. I'm tempted. Right. I listen to that song umpteen dozen times a day. It's drilled in my head. That's it, Peter. It's been playing all day, Chelsea, in this house. Roman's had it on like a 10-minute repeat. Oof. Now we're talking, Rachel. Now we're talking an Indian. Are you going down to Saundersfoot in the end, Chelsea, or no? Oh, I had chips, curry sauce, minced beef, and onion pie for my tea. See, I'm tempted to go down to Penna Point, Chelsea. I'm tempted to nip down there. Sneak in a cheeky hour or two. Lee enjoyed his donut then, Chelsea. Well, it's your fault. You were the one who said, oh, yep, let's go there. All I'm saying to that one, Daniel. Gramps. Plenty. Half nine's low water. Half 10, half 11, half 12. Behind by 1. It's not finished yet, Reg. And Rachel, cherry cola ones. Cherry cola bottles by Haribo. And Haribo peaches. Thank you, Alan. Thanks, RP. What did I get you in trouble with now, Chelsea? Oh, I am tempted. Rachel, I'm not at fault. They're all my children's names, RP. There's Roman, there's Jordan, there's Charlie, and Cameron. Rach, just think of your Indian. I'm sure you'll enjoy that more than 10 tenner sweets. Drew, how are we? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Do I go fishing or not? What's been said? I won't pull the crunchies out then, Rach. Banana. I'm tempted. I am. That means I've got to pack the car, got to get baked out, got to get myself ready. Swap, Rachel. You send me an Indian, I'll send you some sweets. I've got to be nice, guys, because my car is kaput, so I've got to use the wife's car. My clutch is practically no more. What part now, Rachel? Paul, you're going to get me in trouble. She's got a Turan. Thank you, Drew. It was a nice eating fish, that. She'd kill me, Rach. I'm not brave enough for that one, Jamie. But there's hounds there. And as you know, guys, hounds hunt in packs. Very rare they're on their own. So where there's one, there'll be many. She's not down yet, Paul. See, the temptation's there. He's put it in my head now. I wasn't thinking about it. Yeah, I went out last night and blanked severely on the rods. I caught more in my crab pot than anything. It is. It is. Oh. She's upstairs with the baby, Rach. So it says I got the house to myself anyway. Thank you, John Campbell. Cheers, buddy. See, you're dangling the carrot in front of the donkey now, aren't you guys? Exactly, Rachel. Exactly. What do you do? Yes, we've got a family day out tomorrow. The problem is, Paul, I've got to go upstairs to get my stuff. Oh. Jamie, it looks like you've got practice at this. That's the real answer, is it, Jamie? That's in the freezer, John Biff. The freezer's full. I was a chef, Drew. Up until last year, I'd been a chef for 25 years. But I lost my job due to COVID and ill health. I've got osteoporosis, Morton's neuroma, and arthritis in my left foot. And from what I've been informed, I've got a degenerative muscle disease in my back. Nice one, Rach. I just have now, Rachel. Should I stay or should I go now? If I go, I will be in trouble. Ooh. I'm just thinking, is it worth the aggro? Craig, I can't say. It's basically I started suffering with, well, I've suffered with my back since I was 16, 17. And I've been back and forth different specialists, different hospital appointments, treatments, and they've not put a she is Barry. I just like to tell her I am. Yeah, and then I started having problems with my feet about 2.5, 3 years ago. And I've been back through different podiatries, different specialists, until they put me in contact with the CMAT team, where I had x-rays, MRIs, I've had a guided ultrasound steroid injection into the foot as well for the Morton's neuroma. Too right, Rachel, it's a big one. So yeah, it's It's been an ongoing process for a while, Craig. And with the arthritis as well, it's a bit of a pain in the rear end. Oh, yes, Rachel. A big size 9. Well, put it this way, Craig, I've seen my CMAT specialist team once in nearly 3 years. So, because of COVID, all my appointments have been lost and gone. How's things, Barry? How's the wee man? Let's check something. Come on, zoom, focus, thank you. Ooh, low waters at 10 o'clock. High waters at 10 past 4. Too right, Sean. Too right. As I said, I wear the trousers. She says, "How high?" She says, "Duck." I say, "When?" Ben Travis, how are we, buddy? How's things? Guys, there's 28 of you in here. If you're not subscribed already to Fortnight Fishing, could you please check him out? As I said, the title is to say thanks to Fortnight Fishing. They made a donation to a charity of my choice today, which is very much appreciated. So if you could go out and support him, that would be brilliant. Paul, as they say, a happy wife is a happy life. Exactly, Rachel. You know it too well. That's it, Craig. And I'll do anything for peace and quiet. And what's hubby say to that then, Rach? Thank you, Peter. I said they put a generous donation to the Ronald McDonald charity today. They've done one to Green Acres. which is a charity for rehoming animals. They've done it to I forgot the name of it, the one in Pembrokeshire, the Bears charity or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they've done one. Exactly, Rachel. So you know where I'm coming from. Sandy Bear, that's it. And Parkinson's was the other one, if I'm correct in saying. So that's £200 he's donated to 4 different charities through the profits of his merchandise that he has for sale. There's no harm in going down and having a look, is there, guys? Yes, Barry, that's when my nephew's daughter, when she was in hospital, she was the youngest child in Great Britain to have a pacemaker fitted. So Dano's just gone live. So yeah, Fortnight Fishing, if you can drop the link for your merch in, buddy. And if anybody is willing to purchase some merchandise, all proceeds of the merchandise and profits go to a charity that will be decided by either Jamie or ones that are put forward to him. Well, just bite into the engine instead, Rach. I'm sure Wazza will be happy with that. Jamie, drop your link in. There we are. You can do it now. Drop your link for merch in, and if anybody is interested, they can have a look at it. Ben, that's the charity that I asked Fortnight Fishing to make a donation to, which he has done today, of £50, which that's brilliant. That's fantastic. The work they do there is phenomenal. It's unbelievable. It's a cracking charity and a cracking organisation. Fortnight, you can drop your link for your merch in now, buddy. So as I said, it's the McDonald charity. Ronald McDonald is a charity that's being put to use by my family. So Jamie, if you go into one of your videos, click down where your link is, copy and paste, and then just paste it in here and it'll come up. I'll see if I can find it now. subscriptions. I'm not sure, Carl. The weather's not looking good for the next week. So we'll have to see. Is that the link to your merchandise, Jamie? Mark Hadley, how are we, buddy? Have you got your Facebook link that you can drop in Fortnight's Fishing? Yep, no worries, Rach. If I'm still on, I'll speak to you later. I am tempted, guys. I may go now. Pop down, check it out. May have a rod in the car. Just trying to get the link. Just let me get this link. I need to find this link, guys. Jamie, send me a link on Messenger to the merch site. Or are you taking orders yourself for it? No worries, Tony. See if I can get that link for that then. Right. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Right, there we are, guys. I've just put in Jamie's Facebook. If you message him on there, if you're interested in merchandise of any sort, you can contact him through that. Jamie, it's on its way, buddy. There we are, Jamie, sent it to you. Right, I'm going to get my stuff ready and pop down for an hour, I think. Go over and support Dano, guys. And The Blind Angler is another great channel. Right, I got to get some things sorted. I'll speak to you all soon. I don't know what's happened with Ant, but Andy Scott, he's all right. He's just had enough of Facebook and things, so he's taken it down as far as I'm aware. I'll speak to you all later. Good night, guys.